everyone, Keller here from the Machinima Series Noobsletter. You might be wondering why I'm not exactly moving. Well, long story short, my creators were having issues with their video capture software, so we're going to be doing this the old-fashioned way via stop action. Just think of this as a comic strip that talks. Besides, now I can do cool things that I couldn't do before, like magic tricks. All misdirection aside, let's get to the real reason you're here. Zombie Maze will hopefully be the future of infection gameplay. This new game type, it's gonna up the complication ante tenfold, I'd say, and in doing so will require you to work together like never before. Needless to say, Zombie Maze will boggle your mind. Heck, they had to make an instructional video for it after all. Still, in the end, the rules can be boiled down to one simple statement: escape the maze. Oh, and by the way, in case you forgot the main rule for zombies. In this instructional video, I'll go over various topics, from the maze itself to attributes of the humans and zombies, as well as a few basic strategies and tips. And now, without further ado, here we have the human starting area. From here you can see the end of the maze. As the human team, your mission is to reach this door and escape the factory. For those of you desiring a little more, backstory, I guess there's, an experiment of sorts that went horribly wrong and thus yielded the living dead. And you and your elite team must escape, and for some reason there's a gigantic maze in the factory you worked in. Okay, clearly I'm not a great storyteller. Back to the maze. Here we have a maze blueprint of sorts. The human starting location is at the yellow star, and the red star marks the end of the maze. Illustrated here is the initial path that all the humans will take to get into the maze. The maze itself can be divided into 3 regions, or stages if you will. The first region is known as the Gauntlet. Immediately you'll be faced with tough decisions, as you must choose which of the 3 paths to take. This region is also characterized by wide hallways. We like to call this area the Gauntlet because it tends to sort out the pros from the noobs. Rest assured, if you survive this first region, you know at least a thing or two about how to deal with the living dead. The second region is known as the Crucible. The first thing you'll notice about this area, especially you claustrophobics, is that the passageways are considerably narrower than those of the Gauntlet. Perhaps not so noticeable is the fact that the Crucible section has a roof. This will enable you to travel through this area with at least some sense of security, seeing as how you won't have to worry about zombies attacking you from above. Oh yeah, did I mention the zombies can jump over walls? Don't worry, we'll get to that. To survive the Crucible, you might have to abandon all reason. Just know that sometimes a dead end isn't always a dead end. I'll be honest, most people don't survive the Crucible, but if you do, rest assured, you have at least some problem-solving skills, and you know how to stay calm under pressure. The third and final region is known as Montana. In the previous 2 sections, a wrong turn simply meant just a few seconds of backtracking. But beware Montana. One wrong turn could mean a full minute of backtracking, which when you add in the fact that you're being chased by flesh-eating zombies, that minute feels like an eternity. This region's landmark feature is its 4-way fork in the road. Now some of you might be thinking, hey Keller, I'd have to come from one of the entrances to reach the fork. Isn't it more like a 3-way fork in the road? To which I'd respond, while you were overanalyzing my every word, zombies hate you. If you somehow survive Montana, you sure are a formidable zombie killer, as well as maze navigator. Hansel and Gretel ain't got nothing on your breadcrumb dropping abilities. There is one notable area I'd like to point out before I continue to the strategy portion of this video, and that is the sniper tower located before the Crucible portion of the maze. As you can see, this tower has a bird's eye view of the maze. This combined with the sniper rifle makes for some good zombie target practice. However, this tower, if utilized properly, serves a much deeper function. As I hinted at before, zombies can jump over walls. In fact, zombies will find themselves spending much of their time on the roof of the maze, plotting when to strike on unsuspecting humans below. This is where it's nice to have a sniper on hand to keep the ghouls off the rooftops. If there's a sharpshooter among you, have at it. It'll give your teammates time to move further through the maze without having to worry about zombies from above. Still, there are some of you who question me, saying, hey Keller, won't he be left behind to fend for himself? To which I'd respond, "Zombies ate you again." I'd explain to your corpse that this is just the dilemma you'll have to face. You and your team must weigh the pros and cons of each decision you make. At this juncture, you can keep your team together, but miss out on covering sniper fire. Or, you can leave one man behind and pray for the best. The choice is up to you.